This is Carl at National RV Detroit. I'm going to walk you through this 2023 Salem Grand Villa, and the model number is 42 FLDL. Okay, this is a how-to video, so I'm just going to show you some of the features and how they work. Okay, excuse me. So you have some, you have a power awning with LED strip. You have outside speakers, of course. You have a door that goes into the bedroom. This is a power and a TV signal out if you want to put a TV out here. Of course, sliding doors into the main area. So we come around. You have two LP tanks which are full. You have a deep cycle marine battery, which is brand new. And there's a kill switch for this battery right here. If you can see that. You can shut that switch off and pull the plastic key out to disconnect your battery from the trailer itself. So that's a kill switch or a quick disconnect switch. Your power cord is 50 amps, so this is a 50 amp system. We also give you a reducer to reduce it from 50 down to 30. That's what you're looking at right here, this dog bone. And we also give you another one to go down to 20 for an emergency. Okay, here we have a galley tank dump right there, and then you have your another gray tank dump here, the two gray tanks, and then there's your black tank right there. The black tank is toilet water and waste, of course, and the gray tank is sink and shower water. Right here we have a black tank flush. So when you're dumping your black tank, you can hook the hose on here, put it in the dump station, pull the dump valve and let it dump. But then you can hook up the hose here at the dump station, the fresh water hose, and you can turn it on and spray out the black tank, clean off the sensors so you get a good reading, that sort of thing. But make sure you leave the black tank valve open when you turn the water on here. You don't want too much pressure to build up. Okay. And here is your electric water heater. Excuse me. Right now it has water in it. Never run this without water in the tank. You'll burn out the heating element and have to be repaired. There's a switch in the bathroom in one of the cupboards. I'll show you the switch to operate this. But you never run it without water. These are your bypass valves and drain valve, of course. That's for winterizing the trailer. Right now it's in camping mode, so it's filling up with water. If you turn it on, it'll heat up the water, and so on and so forth. But remember, never run this without water in it. Okay. Also, whoops, excuse me. Your city water hookup is right here. That's the most common way to get water to the trailer. Very simple. If you're camping someplace that doesn't have a city water hookup, you can pre-fill your fresh water tank right here. Excuse me. And you can use your onboard water pump to pump the water. So even if you don't have city water, if you pre-fill your tank, you have all your plumbing will still work as though you have city water. Okay. That's obviously the vent for your furnace. Some storage here. That's your dump hose kit, and that is your that's your 30 to 20 reducer that I told you about. Let me look up here in here for a second. I got this. I'll bring it up here with us. Way in there, if you can see it, those are your vacuum attachments for your onboard vacuum system. Okay. So that's what those are. We'll take the packet up here with us. That's cable and satellite into the trailer. Okay, the manufacturer says inspect your roof every 90 days. The bottom line is you have to inspect your roof to make sure there's no damage to it. You know, that could be caused by low branches, or there's no crack or separation where water could get through. So keep in mind you have to inspect your roof. Whoever does it has to be very careful, of course. Okay, so when we first walk in here, the first thing we see is your carbon monoxide LP gas detector. It should always be glowing green like that. If it's not, get it serviced. Don't ignore it. Just get it serviced and taken care of. They're not expensive. So that's obviously important. Excuse me. Having some congestion here. I'm sorry. Yeah, this is all your literature here for your trailer. And here's your remote for your for your fireplace remote. Sorry about my camera work. And the rest of your stuff is in there too. Okay. They're rummage through it. Okay. Okay, so excuse me, moving on. You have your recliners, of course. This folds out into a hide-a-bed, so you can remove the cushions. You take all 3 cushions off, grab it down here, fold it out. It's a 3-panel hide-a-bed. You have a fireplace here. I showed you the remote. It works like so. You can also, it also has an onboard fan, so you can see, whoops, there it says low. That's the fan speed. High, that's really kicking now, so it's really kicking out the heat. You can change the appearance of it, also change the colors, that sort of thing. This is where your TV will hang if you put a TV in it, of course. Your hookups. Your sound bar has FM radio, no AM. I don't know why they don't put AM in it, but they do not. So it's just FM. You have a USB drive, so you could take all your MP3s with you and, you know, take your music with you, whatever. This HDMI is an in, so you can go into the system with anything you want. Once you have a TV on here, it's all hooked up. If you have like a portable Blu-ray player or something, you could go into the system right there if you needed to, for example. It also has Bluetooth, so you can stream from your phone or tablet. Inside and outside speakers. 1 is inside, 2 is outside. So it has everything you need. Excuse me. Your keys are hanging here, just so you know. We're still cleaning up here, so it's a little bit dirty, but we're working on it. Your microwave works like any other microwave. It also has a vent on it, 2-speed vent and a light. Okay. Your cooktop, it's very simple. You're just gonna, you have to, let me see if I can set the camera down so you can see it, so I can use both hands. Maybe that'll work. So you just light it that simple. It will not light unless you depress the knob and the sparker at the same time. So you depress it and then you hold it down till it heats up, and you're all set. Same thing for the oven. The oven works the same way. But you always have to depress this. Once you put it into position, you depress it and then you spark it. Okay? Your refrigerator is just a regular refrigerator with a freezer on the bottom. Your control panel, this is a dimmer. Keep that in mind. You just rub your thumb on it to dim the main lights. But your slide room is here. It's hydraulic, so that you only have 1 slide button. Outside speaker on and off, lights. Your water pump is right here. We talked about using the water pump to pump water out of the fresh water tank if you don't have city water. You also can use that pump to winterize the trailer when the weather starts to turn. Okay, and then you have your all your levels here. You know, your battery and your fresh water and so on and so forth. Okay. Right here is your thermostat. It's very simple. Works like any thermostat. You hit the mode button to light it up. Then you're just going to go through it. Fan, cool, which is the air conditioner. Fan is just the air conditioner running without the compressor. And then of course heat, which will leave it on. I'll put it right on 68 right there, and that's your heat. This is for your ceiling fan over there. Okay. So let me look a bit. Now, you look at the receptacles. They're just some of them are just regular receptacles, but they're still wired through a GFCI. So this trailer will probably have maybe 2 GFCIs in it, and they're going to be, all of them, even the one on the outside, will be wired through one of them. So look at the bathroom. That's usually a good place to find one. Yeah, so here we go. So just keep in mind, if you lose power in one of the receptacles, always check the GFCI first. Okay. When it comes to your shower, when you're traveling, this is very important now. always have it latched in the locked position, open, just like that. Okay? If you don't do that, they'll slide around and they can break. If you keep them latched when you're traveling, you'll never have to worry about it. They will not break. So always latch them and keep them locked in an open position when you're traveling. Well, I'm sorry. I apologize, but I'm getting worse for whatever reason. Okay, the toilet has a flush pedal. Works like all RV toilets do, in the sense that you have to put a dose of chemical in the bowl, stand on the pedal, and put at least a gallon of water in the tank with the chemical, and you're all set. You can use more than a gallon of water, just don't use less. Okay, this is for your fan, and you can open your vent from here, so you can't really see it, but right now the vent's opening and closing. Shut it off, okay? Alright, so I told you about the switch for the water heater. They have it guarded just because you don't want to accidentally turn it on when there's no water in it, for example. So they have it in here out of the way, and when you do turn it on, it'll light up so you can see that it's on, right? But keep that in mind. That's the switch to turn on the electric water heater. Don't run it without water. Okay? Alrighty, so we keep going this way. Here's your vacuum system, of course. That's the dustpan feature. You just sweep the dirt in front of this and turn it on, and it'll suck it right in there, and then your hoses plug into this one, of course. Your lofts are lofts. That's that simple. It just, you have this one here and a larger one over here. Okay, they'll have emergency windows. Teach your kids how to operate them, or your grandkids. If I want to find one down here, we'll go through it. If we have that style down here. Okay, so this is the bedroom. Another thermostat here. This is air conditioning. It's got the sticker here, but your water pump and the hose to pump the antifreeze into the system when you're winterizing, that sort of thing, are all behind these drawers here. So that's where you find your water pump and your winterizing kit. This here is your power converter. Okay, this power converter converts AC to DC power. So you have regular 120 AC fuses here, and you have them labeled here. Then the power is converted to 12 volt DC over here, so you got 12 volt DC fuses, and they're labeled. Okay, so this is also a battery tender. As long as you're plugged into shore power, it's going to sense how much energy your battery up on the tongue has and needs, and it'll keep that charged also. So converts AC to DC and charges your battery. That's the power converter. Now we can also see the hoses that we were talking about from here. So this is those are your vacuum hoses, and you have some center caps for your wheels under there. Okay. Alright, so this is another TV hookup, of course, and there's a backing plate here. But you can shut the green LED off, right? But you want it on. That tells you that your digital antenna is turned on. So this applies to the TV up in the front too. So you always want this on, or you won't get a good signal. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. You want to strap your chairs when you're in transit so they don't bounce around and hit something, damage it. I think we've pretty much covered most of it. Let me look around. Yes, I think we're pretty good. So, I want to thank you for purchasing your trailer here at National RV Detroit. Please remember to inspect your roof. It's important. And right now the trailer is in camping mode. All the antifreeze has been purged from the system and replaced with fresh water. There's water in your water heater. Your water heater is in camping mode. Never run it without water in it. And I showed you where the switch is, the lighted switch also, okay? Any other questions, we can talk about it when you come to pick up, and we'll see you then, okay? Thank you.